children a love of science, a love of the ocean, much like that was embraced by little Maddie. Now, a project as significant as you see before you this morning, to the extent you can actually see into the sun behind me, takes a lot of people and a lot of dedication and commitment from those people to become a success. So it probably will not come as a surprise to you that a lot of those people are here this morning. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to start by introducing and thanking some of those people. I imagine by the time we're done this morning, all of you will have probably received some form of thanks. If not, you're probably at the wrong event.
100 feet, 100 additional feet that way, 150 feet, and 150 feet that way will be our ocean science landing. And down at this end, there'll be a number of labs. We'll have a bioacoustics lab, a water chemistry lab, and in addition, way at the very end, will be a place where the kids will be raising white sea bass. So I mean, it's just going to be a tremendous addition to everything that we're doing here. So when is this going to start? Well, it's starting today, and next week they'll be starting down at that end and they'll be driving the piles. The floats, there's actually 17 floats that'll be coming here as part of this. Some of them weigh as much as 60,000 pounds. They're going to be trucked down here. They're going to be arriving at the other end of the harbor, at the boatyard down there. They'll be put in the water. Some of them will be put together. They'll be floated down here. They'll all be put together, all 300 feet, brought in, married to this dock, and then this dock will be removed and the pilings will be driven to make this all.
Now that's great timing. At Maddie's service, you could see us, but you couldn't hear us, and this morning you can hear us, but can't see us. I hope that, I promise, if you come back for the grand opening, that we will be able to put it all together for you. But good morning, my name is Collie James. Above all else I will ever be in this life, I am Maddie's daddy. On behalf of Maddie's family and the board of directors of the Maddie James Foundation, thank you for being here, and more importantly, thank you for making this beautiful day possible. This is not the type of day you really ever expect to have in your life. To mark the beginning of construction of a magnificent learning facility that bears the name of your daughter. It's overwhelming. Among the rush of emotions I have felt as I contemplated this day, one very simple thought shined through. My daughter was an extraordinary gift from God, and getting to be and continuing to be her daddy is an incomparable blessing that time will never diminish. As parents, we carry so many dreams for our children: to make friends, to do well in school, to go to a good college, to find someone to share life with, and one day to begin the process anew with a family of their own. For Kais and me, Maddie encompassed every great hope we had for this life. Last March, our dreams began to fade into memories. Until you picked up our dream, and in so doing, made Maddie's magic soar. In less than 3 months, you spread Maddie's story to all the ends of the earth. You sponsored more than 40 fundraising events. You voted, you walked, you ran, you put on a tuxedo, you volunteered, and you gave, generously and unselfishly. More than 4,000 people are a part of this miracle. To see this community, each of you, give so much to my little girl means no more than I could ever express in words. I wish I could thank every one of you personally for this gift, but we would be here until the grand opening and probably beyond. Still, I cannot help but thank a few special people. First, as always, Kaisa. Thank you for letting me be the daddy of this amazing little girl, and for being the emotional heart of this campaign. Thank you, Wendy Peloso, for being the spirit and drive which made this dream come true. Thank you to our board and our volunteers for lifting us up in the midst of our immeasurable loss with your enthusiasm. Thank you to Dan and Susan and the entire staff and board of the Ocean Institute. We could not have asked for a better partner, and we look forward to a long and productive relationship. Thank you to the teachers and staff at St. Anne's School, where Maddie learned so much in such a short time. No lesson more important than the beauty of service to one's neighbors. Thank you to the City of Dana Point and Orange County, many of whose officials are here today, the members of the Tourism Business Improvement District, and the many businesses here and in San Clemente and beyond who are an integral part of this achievement. We're not the only organization who made this facility possible, so we also thank all those other donors who contributed to make this $4 million project a reality. Most of all, thank you. Quite simply, we would not be here today without all of you. Even more, you've continued to support us in our mission in 2012. A Mile for Maddie was an extraordinary success again this year, and we are already planning for 2013. Building this facility is just the beginning. We need to nourish it to ensure that its programs flourish and that children of all backgrounds are able to experience this wondrous place. We look forward to having you watch this facility grow and invite you to participate in its development after it opens. For all the dreams we share as parents, we're really striving, I think, for one fundamental thing. We want, above all else, for our children to be happy. When people share their memories of Maddie with me, I'm continually struck by the consistency of their comments. They tell me of her electric smile, her huge twinkling eyes, magnified by those glasses and framed by her golden hair. They tell me of her ability, from even the youngest age, to light up her room and make everyone else around her happier. Today we celebrate not just the beginning of a magnificent facility, but the continuation of that magnetic quality Maddie shared with this world. Every friendship that begins here, every child feels the spark of learning for the first time here. Every family that creates a lifelong memory here. Maddie will be a part of each one of those miracles. You can't wish for more than that as a parent. Knowing that your child makes her world, large or small, better for those who share it with her. In this, I know Maddie is happy, and the dreams we had will still come true. For this gift to each of you, we owe our undying gratitude. Thank you. And now, it is with great pleasure and immense pride that we raise this banner on the new Maddie James Seaside Learning Center.
Maddie was well aware of this and considered her time here at summer camp one of the best weeks ever. The dedicated instructors and inspiring programs they implement took a little girl's love of the ocean to a whole new level, to a level of understanding the importance of preserving it. That little girl's love will now have a new home. It's a beautiful thing to know that the Maddie James Seaside Learning Center will make it possible for many more children for generations to come to learn to care about the ocean and to protect the animals that live in it. Through this center, thousands of children from all walks of life will have the opportunity to see the ocean through Maddie's eyes, with wonder, love, and respect.
beautiful sight. An ocean flower up here, there, its colors rich and bright. The bird whispered softly to me, and this is what he said. Seasons change, and sometimes things fall apart, but I'll always remember the ocean flower in my heart. Seasons change, and sometimes things fall apart, but you'll always remember the ocean flower